It was a Tuesday night. You were sitting at a bar alone, drink in hand, scrolling through your phone like you always did after a long shift. You had $412 in your bank account. Rent was due in 9 days. You weren't panicking yet, but you were close. Then your phone buzzed. Unknown number. No name, no profile picture, just a message. 7 words. I know how to make you rich. You stared at it for a long time. You almost deleted it. Almost. Who is this? 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Then. Someone who sees things most people never get to see. I work compliance at Meridian Capital, one of the largest private wealth banks in the country. I've been watching accounts worth more than you can imagine, and I'm tired of watching other people win. You walked home that night with your heart pounding. Meridian Capital was real. You looked it up. $14 billion in managed assets, clients worth hundreds of millions, and somehow one of their compliance officers had your number. He messaged you again at 2 a.m. I can't tell you everything, but I can tell you enough. The ultra-wealthy don't invest like you. They don't watch CNBC, they don't read Reddit. They get information before it becomes public. Legal gray areas, patterns only someone inside can see. I've watched these people turn 5 million into 50 million in 18 months, and I've watched the system protect them every single time. You asked him why he was reaching out to you. A nobody, someone with $400 to his name. He said, because I'm done protecting people who don't need protection, and because you remind me of someone. You never found out who. The first tip came 3 days later. A small biotech company called Vexar Therapeutics, ticker VXT. He said buy before Thursday. Don't tell anyone. Don't ask why. You had $400. You put in $300. Left yourself $100 for food. Thursday morning, Vexar announced FDA approval on a new drug. The stock went up 240% in 4 hours. Your $300 became $1,020 in one day. You sat there staring at your phone for 20 minutes without moving. You knew what this was. You weren't stupid. Trading on non-public information is illegal. It's called insider trading. People go to prison for it. But you also had $400 9 days ago, and now you had over $1,000, and the compliance guy was already messaging you again. The second tip was a pharmaceutical merger. He gave you a ticker, a date, a price target. You put in everything you had. $1,020, all of it. You didn't sleep the night before. The merger was announced on a Wednesday. Your account hit $4,300. In 6 weeks, you had gone from $400 to $4,300. You called in sick to work. You just sat there, staring at the number. He asked to meet in person, a park near downtown, 11 p.m. You almost didn't go, but you did. He was younger than you expected, mid-30s, tired eyes, nice watch. He sat down and didn't shake your hand. He just said, this is the last time we meet in person. From now on, we use Signal. Delete every message after you read it. Don't write anything down. Don't tell anyone. Not your girlfriend, not your brother. Nobody. You asked him what he was getting out of this. He looked at you for a long time. Then he said, I've spent 8 years watching billionaires use the system to get richer while people like you and me work ourselves to death. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because I'm angry. You believed him. You shouldn't have. Over the next 4 months, the tips kept coming. A tech acquisition, a government contract announcement, a drug trial result. Every single one was right. Your account went from $4,000 to $11,000, then $22,000, then $47,000. You quit your job. You moved into a better apartment. You started to feel untouchable. You told yourself this was temporary, just until you had enough to invest legitimately, just until you had a real foundation, just until. That's what everyone tells themselves. Then on a Monday morning in October, you woke up to a message on Signal, but it wasn't from him. The message just said, he's been arrested. They have the phones. Run. Check the news. His name was there. Front page of the Financial Times. SEC and DOJ joint investigation. Meridian Capital compliance officer arrested for leaking material non-public information to at least 6 individuals. 6. You were one of 6. You deleted everything, every message, every note. You transferred your money. You called nobody. You just sat in your apartment for 3 days, barely eating, waiting for a knock on the door that you were certain was coming. The knock never came. 3 of the 6 were charged. He cooperated with investigators, gave up 2 names. Yours wasn't one of them. Whether that was loyalty or just luck, you will never know. You never heard from him again. You still have the money, $31,000 after taxes and lawyers' fees just to be safe. You think about him sometimes, about what he said in the park that night, about being angry. Here's what I know. The ultra-wealthy do have an advantage. The system is not fair, but the people who try to shortcut it almost always end up losing more than they gained. Build slow, build legal, build something that can't be taken away in a Monday morning news headline. Subscribe, because the blueprint exists. You just have to be patient enough to follow it.